Okay, so welcome back to See the Stories on the 3-hour news show on See today. We are still in our discussion about overcoming career stagnation with our career coach Myra Karjadidjaja. So Myra, can you tell us how to reignite our enthusiasm, our passion in the work that we do? If we still stuck, or if we've been working in that position for 20 years probably, how can we reignite that spark?
Okay, well, first of all, I think that what we need to see is firstly our goal. When we start our job, what is our goal? Has that been achieved or has that not been achieved? And if it has been achieved, meaning that you get the promotion, right? But then you want the other promotion, but then you got stuck. Like, what is your goal now? Is it to just get another promotion, or do you want to make something more of yourself? Do you have an inner calling or other stuff based on what you already accomplished before?
Wow.
And because of that, then, like I said before the break, you have to be able to, start a little bit smaller by gaining the smaller goals first towards your longer goal.
Sometimes, if we go back to our goal while we're doing this job, it could take us land to another job.
Yes.
And the stake is sometimes too high, right? If you're 40 plus, for example,
Yep.
and we land to another job and start a new position, the stake is high, whether
Yes, the risk is
it's
quite
going to be
high.
successful or not. How to convince ourselves that this is the right thing to do?
Okay, yeah. If that has actually happened to me before I move on to this job.
So you got lots of doubts in you back then?
Yes, I got lots of doubts because in a way, my previous job helps me to get a lot of growth in my career. And I'm very thankful of that job. But then at one point, I just like, what am I doing here? And the first thing that I assessed was, do I see another way for me to make this job meaningful to me? Rather than, for instance, the salary or the commission that I get. What else that this job means to me? Sometimes it means security, and that's okay.
That's right.
If the security is good for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you are wanting to take more risks, then maybe the other job is better for you. So you have to look deep within yourself in order to do that.
So what kind of a timeline are we looking at here? I mean, in terms of telling us that maybe you have to set another goal, let's say maybe move jobs and all that, knowing that it's not always that perfect when it comes to companies. Maybe you feel like they are undervaluing you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? And then you felt
That
like...
hits home.
I've done everything, I've built my networks, I've done the extra miles, but undervalued. Is that a stagnation? And what kind of timeline are we looking at?
Yeah, when you feel undervalued, I know that it can be really, underwhelming and overwhelming at the same time because you feel that you've done a good job and your boss said you've done a good job, but there's no proof that you've done a good job. So again, I'm speaking from personal experience, my own experience. And what I do is I set myself a realistic timeline and see what I can get to there and decide to pivot. For instance, my resign date was actually in the end of this year, but then I decided to look for other opportunities, and then thankfully I landed in this one before even the mid-year ends.
So you got a brand new job.
Exactly,
Wow.
I got a brand new job. Thank you.
That's one of the things to avoid the comfort zone. Right?
Yes, avoid the comfort zone, exactly.
So how do we stay motivated when advancement or promotion is
So far away.
unattainable, so far away? And at the same time, you see a new kid, coming into your office, get promoted because he or she is our boss's someone.
Oh, my. What a situation.
That is very demotivating, right?
Yeah.
That is very demotivating, and you have to communicate these things with your supervisor. That you feel a bit stagnated here, you feel undervalued, and not only that, maybe you can also do a skip level chat, not only with your boss, but your boss's boss, and see what is the actual career path that's going on.
Communicate that. That's why they need a communication.
Yeah, the
consultant.
communication is very, very essential.
Wow. So we Indonesians, we usually don't do these things.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't be too Indonesian when it comes to when it comes to get your own new opportunities, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the next question. So how do we know if our current organization has growth opportunities? How should we explore it? Or, yeah, how do you know that this is the end? I have to find it somewhere else.
Everything that is been asking here is very personal for me because this is literally what happened a few months ago. So how do I know that, sorry, can you repeat the question?
How do you know that it's actually the end? You don't know if there is any good path for you there in your company that you're working with.
Yeah, because I've already done everything that can be done, meaning I've communicated, I've explained my expectations, and the company has explained the expectations, and sadly there are just no match.
Okay, maybe I'll ask it in a different way.
Sure.
If you say, okay, can you actually get me a new opportunity, let's say a promotion or something, and then they say, the thing that we can do is just to raise a little bit of your salary.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is that a solution?
Depends on what you want from the new job or what it is you want from the promotion. Is it just more salary or more responsibility?
More respect?
Or more respect, something like that.
Okay.
So in a way, yes and no, depends on you.
Right.
Yeah.
So Myra, when we started our career, we
Yeah.
want to see, for example, in 5 years, I want to be a manager. In 10 years, I want to be SVP, for
Yeah.
example, right? In 15 or 20 years, I want to be a position of director.
Yes.
But then you got stuck. And you have to rethink your strategy or timeline, or maybe you have to move out to a new company,
Competitor.
right?
Yes.
So what is the timeline for building up a new goal in terms of career in your new place? If this 5, 10, 15 don't work,
Yep.
so what is the timeline if you start off at a new place?
And this is talking about starting with a brand new job, meaning
Yeah.
lower level.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go down
Yeah.
from your previous position, but
Yes.
actually similar, but maybe with a bit less salary. How
Yeah.
do you see the future, and how do you plan it in terms of timeline?
Again, it's different for everybody. No one has a fixed timeline in terms of doing things. So again, you need to know your own boundaries and your own, your own date. Meaning that for me, me personally, I rarely set like, oh, in 2 years I have to get this kind of revenue. But for others, it might be different. So just go on your own pace, and don't be discouraged if it doesn't go with your way.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. Do you think moving jobs like that fast, it's a good way to actually leverage your, let's say, experiences in a way? But I mean, do companies usually see you as somebody loyal, or doesn't count at all?
currently, I can say that it's split between 50-50, depends on the
Right.
company, because some company does want that variations,
Yeah.
you know. But some companies, especially more mature companies, see loyalty still a bit,
As a value that
as a
you need
value.
to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah, it is really interesting because we're not talking only to an expert, but she also explains her own experience, right?
Yeah. So you doing
reflect.
job like an entrepreneur, you never have any stagnation or whatsoever?
I think it's all about mindset, Alia. So, well, the nature of an entrepreneur is that you see, you have to, create growth in every spectrum of your business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if there's no growth next year, then you're doomed. That means that your business stagnated.
Yeah.
Then you have to think,
Yeah.
what can be done to create this growth? So that avoids ourselves from being stagnated. Business can be stagnated, but our mind as an entrepreneur cannot be stagnated.
Oh, I agree with
that,
that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe last question before we go to the game session.
Ooh,
okay.
sure.
How can we build relationships that open new career paths or opportunities?
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but to be even more detailed, sorry, I lost my voice back then. To be more detailed, I guess you should know that what is your long-term goal is and seek similar people in that long-term goal and learn from their experience. use social media. Don't be afraid to ask, as long as you do it politely. I mean, I've had my fair share of people coming to me and ask me about career advices, even strangers that I don't know. And I still do my best to answer whenever I can. So please don't be discouraged. If you feel like this is someone higher up, just keep doing that contact. And I'm sure that the right people will eventually come to you and be able to tell you their story on how they can achieve their goals.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So thank you so much, Myra,
You're
Very,
welcome.
very
for
valuable
being
input.
here.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, now it is not See the Stories without See the Game, and our colleague Ranga will lead us in today's See the Game. Come on in, Ranga.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. What a conversation that you guys are having at the moment. Coach Myra, thank you for the
you.
insights, but you are not done yet because this is a
Okay.
tradition, all right? Tradition, guys, because when you're here, before you leave, you gotta play a game with us.
I'm gonna say we are stuck with the game thing.
Okay.
You have to be, yes, again, you're gonna have to brave it out. You're gonna have to do very well.
And the probability of our guests to lose the game is very high.
Very, very high.
my
Yes, very high. We
Because
don't
we
let you
both are very competitive.
yes,
Oh,
we don't let you walk away
Especially Alia.
very easily.
She would eat you if she loses.
All right, guys, before Coach Myra is let go, we have to play See the Games. All right, now the game is about guessing job titles based on scrambled letters. So you guys, used to play Scrabble kind
Yep,
of when you
yep.
were younger.
Yeah.
So this might be like, like it a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, you're gonna see some words up here,
Oh, okay.
and then you can look at that or look at me, but you're not gonna get the answer. You gotta look at that. All right. So we're gonna see who's gonna be better at this game.
Oh my
We're gonna have, I think we're gonna have 5.
Right.
So in case there's a tie, there's gonna be a 5th one to break
Okay.
it. All right, guys, you guys ready?
Just
Make sure that everything's working. Okay,
Yes,
good.
yep,
Let's
yep.
check out question number 1.
Oh,
Yes,
butcher.
butcher. Butcher.
I thought it's German. Ursba.
All right, butcher. Is this the right one? Please.
I guess it's correct.
Let's have
Hey.
butcher. All
The
right.
career coach is already taking one.
I didn't even connect to this one yet.
I thought it was, as you said, it was a brand of a beer.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Myra, I got 1. Rory and Alia still got 0.
Hello.
Very quick. Okay, we're gonna go to number 2. Rory.
Of course, it's plumber.
Plumber.
Wow.
I think this one is pretty easy. Yes, plumber. I think. Let's see the correct
Yay.
answer. Plumber. Yes, of course. I think at one point in our lifetimes, we do this.
We become a plumber.
Right,
Yep.
we become a
In a
plumber,
way.
whether we like it or not, whether we
Other
are
fail.
successful or not. Yes,
Oh, wow.
we try. All right, Rory got 1, Coach Myra got 1, Alia, come on, do your best.
No, yeah, this is not my.
All right, let's go to number 3.
All right.
I don't get this, Rory.
I don't get this either.
What?
Riders.
No, not that one, Rory. I'm also thinking, do I have the cheat code here? No, I don't.
What is it?
Oh, I do. Soldier.
So,
You got it right.
Soldier.
Yeah.
Oh.
is that a job title?
I
All right,
do.
but I guess
think
check it
that's-
out.
That's an occupation, actually.
Right, occupation, you're right.
Right.
Soldier.
Well done.
You're good.
2, 1, 0. All right?
Yeah.
All right, we go to number 4. Let's go to number 4.
How?
Okay, this one's pretty challenging. Okay.
What is
It's us. Alia, your turn.
Who?
It's
You.
Yeah.
reporter.
Alia.
Oh, yeah.
A report. I can see now. I can now move the letters around that. Okay, let's have it. Is it? Reporter.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking something about crypto.
Yeah.
Because there are too many R's.
You got too many R's and a P and, other words that don't really make sense
That's
at the
a
moment.
good
All right, good. Alia's got a point.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
2, 1, 1.
Yeah.
All right. So this is it. This is the last one. We got the
Oh.
last one. This is the last one. Christine.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Producers, hush. Go ahead, go ahead.
Scientist.
Oh, let me see. This one is actually very tough for the last
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Scientist, is it?
Well done.
No wonder she's the coach, right? She's the coach.
He's been, facing a lot of, people with careers like plumbers,
Stagnation.
scientists, and soldiers.
Career stagnation.
Soldiers.
Coach
Exactly.
Myra, you are the winner.
Well done.
It didn't happen many, many times in the studio for the guest to be able to come, walk as a
winner.
Right, as a winner. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And
Come
again,
in,
thank you very
even
much
only for the
coming in.
games.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in, and hopefully that all the best for you.
Thank you.
And of course, if you guys want some career consultation, go look up Coach Myra. All right, guys. See the stories will continue after the break. Stay with us.